What if I told you that you could actually invest in a cryptocurrency that is backed by central banks and financial institutions? Well, you heard it right. Most people think of cryptocurrencies as assets that governments and central banks hate, which is true in most cases because of the fact that these are completely decentralized, and it can be used for so many illegal activities and would go totally unnoticed by the government. You could say that cryptocurrencies are currencies built by the people for the people, but they do not have any intrinsic value, and they are not backed by any tangible assets like gold. But that shouldn't stop you from investing in these high-risk, high-return assets, which is why you need to stick till the end of the video to find a lot more about what cryptos you should be investing in this month. Let's dive in. With so many Ethereum killers out there, things can get confusing. That's where Cardano comes into the picture, by being a cryptocurrency that is founded by Ethereum's co-founder, Charles Hoskinson. The reason why everybody talks about proof-of-stake validation protocol is all thanks to this third-generation blockchain. When Tesla decided to suspend Bitcoin payments way back in 2021, citing extremely high energy usage, Cardano stood out from the crowd because of its proof-of-stake validation protocol, along with better transaction times and decreased energy usage, thereby reducing environmental impact by removing the competitive problem-solving aspects of transaction verification that's present in the first-generation cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Bitcoin. When you look at the historical price action, Cardano has always been a great investment. It received a lot of hype in 2021, which made many crypto enthusiasts to address Cardano as the real Ethereum killer. That being said, the demand for ADA tokens depends almost entirely on the current use cases and what kind of future potential we could expect from Cardano's blockchain. Cardano can also process more than 250 transactions per second compared to 5 transactions per second on Bitcoin blockchain and about 15 to 45 transactions per second on Ethereum. A scheduled network upgrade will enable Cardano's blockchain to do about 100,000 transactions per second, and with the Hydra Layer 2 system, Cardano will eventually be able to process up to 1 million transactions per second, which is huge. Cardano is also one of the most actively developed projects in the blockchain space, which is why ADA tokens make it to this list of top 3 crypto that you should be buying this month. So, Cardano is undoubtedly one of the more promising applications in the blockchain space today, with strong fundamentals and a lot of momentum behind the project. Cardano might not be able to overthrow Ethereum's status as the second largest, but it will be carving out its own niche in the general blockchain ecosystem, which is an exciting piece of news for all the investors out there. The problem with most cryptocurrencies out there, or probably just about every one of them, is the fact that they do not have any underlying value apart from what people are willing to pay for them. Cryptocurrencies also do not have any real-world utility, even though cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin were pitched to be an alternative to fiat currencies that we have today. Bitcoin has been around for more than a decade now, and even then, cryptocurrency did still not replace any of the fiat currencies that we have today. But XRP tokens from Ripple are on a whole other level when it comes to real-world utility. XRP tokens are one of the most recognized crypto out there, and for good reasons. The Ripple network promises extremely fast transaction speeds compared to what we have with most other cryptocurrency out there. This is important because moving capital should be done at a fast pace, otherwise it could hurt the economy. XRP can handle thousands of transactions per second, and it can also do it almost instantaneously, which experts are bullish about its long-term growth, making it a worthy investment. Ripple's XRP being one of the world's most recognized cryptocurrency means that it has a strong network presence, which stems from the fact that it is one of the oldest cryptos out there. It was the third largest crypto for several years. XRP price point is also on the lower side, which means if you're new to cryptocurrency investments, this would make a lot of sense. Hey, did I forget to mention that Ripple services are used by several financial institutions and banks? This is because XRP takes a different approach, one that is trying to make the system more efficient. Yes, there is an ongoing lawsuit with the Securities and Exchange Commission for Ripple to deal with, and so far it is in favor of Ripple. Ripple's products are used for payments, settlement, asset exchange, and remittance systems, which work somewhat very similar to SWIFT, which is a service for international money and security transfers used by a network of banks and financial intermediaries. XRP tokens being an intermediary for value transfer across the globe will get us faster value transfer, which is good for the overall economy. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing to my channel for more finance-related content just like this one, and turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any of my future uploads. Moving on to the biggest and the best crypto that you can invest today. This one would be by far the most obvious one in the list, and for good reason. The reason why everybody talks about cryptocurrencies in the first place has to be because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency in the world by market capitalization, and it also is the oldest. So, Bitcoin enjoys a godfather status in the cryptocurrency market because of the fact that even if people don't know much about cryptocurrencies, they definitely know Bitcoin. This is because of the fact that Bitcoin has been around for years now, which means so many businesses already accept Bitcoin as payments, which makes this cryptocurrency a smart investment. We have major payment companies across the world accepting cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, and you have larger banks that began to incorporate Bitcoin transactions into their offerings as well. Bitcoin is considered to be digital gold, and it is used as a safe haven asset to hedge against inflation and falling stock market. But this year, things are different. The prices of Bitcoin and several other leading cryptocurrencies have been on a downward trajectory in 2022, all thanks to the rise in inflation and interest rates. Cryptocurrencies fell along with stocks and shares as investors dialed on the level of risk that they are ready to take. The cost of living crisis caused by inflation means that investors have less disposable income to spend on buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Keep in mind that the value of Bitcoin tends to fluctuate a lot. But there is good news. It is not as volatile as some of the newer cryptocurrencies that popped up yesterday. So, if you want to play it safe, invest in Bitcoin. Again, when it comes to cryptocurrency investments, nothing is safe because of the fact that these assets have no intrinsic value and they are not backed up by any tangible assets like gold or silver. The prices are determined by the hype surrounding these coins and what people are willing to pay for them. This does not mean that Bitcoin is cheap by any means. On August 19, 2022, Bitcoin was hovering at a price range of about $21,000. But when you're watching this video, that value might have reached an entirely different one. That's how volatile cryptocurrencies are. Just last year, Bitcoin reached a record high of about $67,000, which means there are chances of Bitcoin rising up to that value, even though we don't know when that is going to happen. It is impossible to say whether Bitcoin will recover back to the kind of value that we witnessed during the end of 2021, because cryptocurrencies have always been that way. The price of cryptocurrencies are purely based on speculation, which makes it extremely difficult to predict what the future holds for volatile assets like these. Bitcoin is so powerful that the prices of this crypto will also determine the prices of other cryptocurrencies, which is why Bitcoin made it to our list of top 3 cryptocurrencies that you can buy in August 2022. Let's say that if you have already invested in crypto, it's better that you hold onto your assets for the time being. If you're waiting for Bitcoin to bounce back to the kind of record highs that we witnessed towards the end of 2021, you need to be very patient. Now, that brings us to the next question. Should you be investing in crypto? Yes, cryptos are extremely volatile, but the least volatile cryptocurrencies would be the already well-established ones, like the ones that I mentioned in this video. The rule of thumb when it comes to investing in any cryptocurrency is to ask yourself a few questions. Do you understand what you're actually investing in? Do you understand how Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market works? Are you willing to take risks? What is the current value of the asset that you want to invest in? Is there any evidence to suggest that prices might go high in the future? Asking these will save you from a lot of headache and monetary losses. Keep in mind that this is not a financial advice video, and any investments that you make in crypto must be done at your own risk. Cryptos are very different from stock market investment, so you being good with the stock market doesn't necessarily make you good with crypto.